I've said it before and I'll say it again. If there's one state that could use some good PR, it's West Virginia. Sure, it's got beautiful mountains, great people, and some pretty tasty food. But its image remains stuck in the 20th century. Thanks to a series of strange occurrences in the 1960s that spawned an urban legend so terrifying, it's kept a whole generation away from the mountain state. I'm talking, of course, about the Mothman. For those not familiar with this modern-day werewolf, let me catch you up. In November of 1966, residents of Point Pleasant, West Virginia began reporting sightings of a large man-like creature with glowing red eyes that was haunting the local area. It was described as being 7 feet tall with wings that spanned 10 to 12 feet, giving it a total wingspan of 20 to 24 feet. That's like a small plane, guys. Witnesses also reported seeing 2 smaller winged humanoids that appeared to be herding deer and other small animals into the nearby river for food. Naturally, the locals nicknamed these creatures the Mothman because they looked like a giant flying squirrel straight out of a nightmare. As you can imagine, the small town of Point Pleasant was not prepared for such a large-scale cryptid infestation. And as the sightings continued to mount, so did the hysteria. Residents began staying indoors after sunset, which was probably for the best, since the Mothman seemed to prefer hunting at night. The local newspaper even offered a reward for the first person who could capture one of the beasts and deliver it to the sheriff's office, which is either a great idea or a terrible one. I'll let you decide. As the weeks went on, the small town became ground zero for cryptozoologists, ufologists, and just your run-of-the-mill monster hunters, all of them eager to get a piece of the most elusive beast in the country. However, despite all their efforts, no one ever managed to get a clean picture of the Mothman or any of its smaller winged minions. To this day, the only evidence we have of their existence are the hundreds of eyewitness accounts, most of which are so similar that it's hard not to wonder if they were all just made up. Now, I'm not saying that the Mothman doesn't exist. I'm just saying that if he does, he's really good at hiding. And with that kind of skill set, he could probably land a job with the CIA or become West Virginia's very own Paul Bunyan. Thanks for watching. And if you want to learn more about West Virginia's most famous cryptid, be sure to check out the series in the description below.